Good morning. Welcome to Trenton Today. We're here at Trenton Central High School with Mayor Gusciora and a couple of senior students for Trenton Central. Trenton Today with Mayor Gusciora being brought to you by Capital Health, proud to support the city of Trenton, and also by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, thanks to Angelo Onifree, proud to support the students here at Trenton Central. Tomorrow's Future Leaders, and today's show also brought to you by Haldeman Ford Subaru, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, a proud member of the greater Trenton community. We thank them for their support. Thanks to Mayor Gusciora for being here with us.
You're going to go out and buy a Haldeman Ford today.
Yeah, all right. He's got the spirit. And we've got the holiday spirit.
Holiday show.
Talk a little bit about holiday traditions and stuff, but let's
James and Ulysses are going to sing carols.
I'd be happy, hey. I got a bit of vocals there, here and there. Got a bit of vocals, you know.
These guys can do a little harmony.
Got to know a little bit when you're in JROTC, you feel me? Got to be able to project.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about JROTC with Mr. Dickerson here. But first, let's congratulate the mayor in securing another term in office. We missed you in November because of Thanksgiving and all the holidays and stuff, but here in December we'll get the show started by recognizing a second term for Mayor Gusciora.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I won by 70%, and I think what the voters really rejected just the negativity and the acrimony that's been displayed on council, and I think voters sent a clear message that they want everybody to work together. And there's too many challenges, too much to do to have all this infighting and sideshows.
But the business of the election is not completely done yet. You guys are still formulating your council. I know the South and North Ward, that's been determined, but there's still an at-large council seat to be filled.
Yes. Ultimately, the judge ruled that the winning candidate had to get 51% or there would be a runoff election. The East and West wards were resoundingly decided. Both candidates got 51%. In the North and the South, much closer. So they had to have a runoff. And then there was a dispute among the three at-large candidates whether one candidate got 51% or didn't. And so the judge ordered a redo on that, and that's a separate election, January 24th.
All right, we've got to get maybe even further into that business. What does that mean for how you will be able to legislate and figure out what to do in the city of Trenton with only, what will be like 4 council members?
Yeah, there's 7 council people. You need 4 to pass any legislation. So there'll be a bare minimum on January 1. 4 council people will be sworn in, and then we have to wait for the 3 at-large council candidates to get elected after January 24th. Then there's going to be a term of scrutiny, and whether there's a period of whether there'll be challenges, and then the clerk will certify the election, and hopefully 3 winners will emerge.
All right, so that's a little bit of the inside politics in Trenton that are still unfolding with this most recent election. And one of my Trenton Central sources, a former participant on our Trenton Today show, mentioned that they saw on your Instagram that you were in Puerto Rico. I said, oh, we're doing the show with Mayor Gusciora. And they said, how are you going to do the show with Mayor Gusciora? He's in Puerto Rico. I said, oh, man, that could be a problem.
I just got back, and it was a great tour of the island. I've always been along the beaches of San Juan, and this time around we went up in the mountains and then went to the western side where the surfer beaches are. It was just spectacular, great food, and just the sights and sounds of Puerto Rico is always a great break for me.
Well, welcome back. That'll be a pretty nice trip. Go to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Let's talk with our student guests, Ulysses and James. So we get now into like the winter activities here at Trenton Central. James, you mentioned JROTC that you're involved in. What other things are happening on campus, Ulysses, that are of interest to folks that are with us today?
Another thing that is going to be happening is the basketball games coming up.
Yes.
Wrestling, track meetings, which is this Saturday, if I'm not wrong.
Not to interrupt you, but we got some of those basketball games on WBCB. We'll have our camera there, and we'll be live streaming the action. So looking forward to that.
So I'll be seeing WBCB there. I'll be there too.
Nice.
Actually, a pretty cool thing about that is some of our home games, I believe the female basketball team will actually be doing color guard for some of the events there. I know we have one tomorrow, a basketball game tomorrow here.
5:30.
5:30. We're gonna be having a color guard there. The people that go on before the game during the national anthem, and they have the rifles and flags. We're gonna be having one of those at. We're gonna try and have one at every home event at Trenton High. So that'll be very exciting to be a part of and get to be.
So just the way they used to do it for football then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But for basketball.
Got it. It'll be a good experience.
And the Christmas concert is tonight.
Oh, yeah,
Like the holiday festival.
Holiday festival. And what happens at the holiday festival?
I really don't know, but I would like to go to see first time full experience.
I'd assume singing, dancing,
That's what I assume.
Normal.
So neither of you play musical instruments?
I have in middle school the violin.
Violin.
The violin.
I think the violin is so cool. Like that's one of the cool. Like if a song has the violin in it, automatically I'm in love with it. The sound of a violin is amazing. But as for instruments, I have like the tiniest bit of experience with a piano. Like I have one, like a small portable one at home that I practice on sometimes. But I tiny bit of a piano,
James, you were telling us how your ROTC group just came back from a competition. Is it at Hillside?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
So the school was Hillside. So it was at Hillside, and it was like there was 3 different events there that I thought. So there was Cadet Challenge, which is like physical challenges with some of the other schools there, and there was a drill team, which is like we're doing different drill commands.
It's like physical challenges. Are you guys like just doing push-ups?
Yeah, push-ups, sit-ups, and the shuttle run. We were competing with other schools with that, and we all had like different people in different teams. And then there was academics where they challenged us on like military history, JRTC history, general JRTC, basic facts. And we ended up taking a trophy in every event except for one of the drill events, and all of the trophies were first and second place. So even in like the physical stuff, we won first place for every physical event. We won overall first place. And then even one of our female cadets that did physical cadet challenge, her name was Angeline. I forget her last name, I'm sorry. But Angeline won the Iron Woman trophy, meaning she outshined all the girls there. So there was 8 different schools there, 8 or 9 different schools there. She outshined every single girl that did cadet challenge in push-ups, curl-ups or sit-ups, and shuttle run. So she got like her own little trophy there. So that was also a really cool thing to.
Broad jump or anything?
Nah, there was nothing like crazy like that, unfortunately. But it was cool to recognize something like that. And Trenton usually has. We usually get trophies for physical stuff because like our requirements is like a lot stricter than other JRTC programs around Jersey, and it's always cool to have that be recognized in events like that.
Now, what was the most interesting military fact that you garnered from this experience?
So I actually did compete in the academics portion of it, and I was with one of my good true friends in JRTC as well. His name is Javion Parker, and the other one, his name is Q. So Javion, I won't lie, he was like the main brains of the operations, which is really nice. And like if you were to ask him, he could tell you 1 through 50 all the presidents, 1 through 44, 45, 46, all of them. But he was the major brains of the operations, and I think one of the best questions on there that I knew off the top of my head was what were the name of the first 10 amendments, which was funny because before we went on, I was asking him questions about the amendments, so it was cool to see that on there. But in case you guys are curious, the first 10 amendments, they're called the Bill of Rights. That's the
yes.
I knew it off the top of my head.
Well, some people only can count to 2 amendments.
Oh man,
unfortunately, but that's great that you would learn about the Bill of Rights, and that's important, the foundation of liberty.
Yeah, we try to, when it comes to the academic portion of it, what we try to do and push for is that we know the amendments, we try to learn the various presidents, what they did, why they were important. We try to learn things more on the military side, such as the chain of command, who is 2nd Brigade, all these different names and military figures, or who's the president, from the president down to like, I can't recall off the top of my head, but.
James, do you have a chain of command within junior ROTC?
Yeah, we do actually. So the way it works is it starts off with the BC, the battalion commander. They're like the top. Everything falls on the battalion commander. They're like the top of the top.
And is that like a teacher, kind of?
No,
or?
it's a student.
Okay.
So this student is like in charge of JRTC in a way. Like they would be right under where the teachers would be.
Gotcha.
So after that, it would be, so the top three is BC, XO, which is short for executive officer, and then the other one would be the CSM, which is command sergeant major, and they are all in charge of different aspects of JROTC to help everything run functionally. So me, as you see here, it's a diamond. So I'm what's known as the XO, the executive officer. I'm the second highest rank in the Trenton JRTC program, and I'm in charge of what's known as the S shop. So like I'm responsible for them, which S1 through 5, it's like a smaller, even broken down more bit of the battalion, and they're in charge of stuff like supplying the weapons so we can practice, making sure we have the sign-in sheets, making sure we have everybody gets fitted for their uniform, making sure we have pictures on our social media, they're responsible for various things in the formation or battalion. And CSM is in charge of things like making sure we have a team for color guard, making sure everybody is there for drill team. We all have it broken down so things can run a little bit more functionally in JRTC. And yeah, my job is making sure the S shops are doing what they're supposed to do and making sure they're doing it right.
Everybody's got a role.
Yeah.
Do your job.
That's what we're like aiming for, making sure everyone is there, they have a motivation to be there, they have a purpose, they're there for a reason. Because we don't want anybody to go to JRTC and just be like, why am I here? I might as well leave. So we do try to strive to make sure everyone has a leadership position. So they do want to strive for greatness and, be better in general, like not just in JRTC, but a better high school student to make their high school experience even better.
I mean, in addition to all those opportunities for personal growth,
right.
You also mentioned to us that you guys have performed some service roles in the community. We want to talk more with you about that, James, in a little bit. But let's return to Mayor Gusciora real quick. And we're getting set to embark in a new year. And with a new council and a whole new approach, what are some of the big agenda items that you want to try to see move forward in 2023?
Well, the big agenda items, public safety, and I know even Trenton Central High School has its challenges with security, but people want safe streets, safe neighborhoods. There was a time where Trenton had 400 police officers. We have 270 right now, so we are light, and we could always use more ROTC students to join first responders. We have challenges in the fire department. We may have to close a firehouse because of structural reasons. And then economic development. We need jobs in this city, and we need to attract businesses to come into the city. We have to take down some abandoned houses. We took down 300 in the last 4 years. We probably have to take another 300 down. Education is always important, should be a priority. And then our water. We run a water system that services 5 municipalities. We want to make sure that we're delivering a clean product, a safe product. We want to change the lead sewer lines, any pipes that have galvanized lead in them. So there's plenty of challenges, plenty to do. We have 60 parks we have to maintain. We have a health center that has given vaccines out during the pandemic. We want to increase mental health services so that people who may not have insurance, have mental health needs, they can come in and see a counselor.
It's plenty to do for sure.
Plenty to do. Plenty on the agenda.
And a lot for us to talk about here on Trenton Today. When we return, we'll get into some of those issues, more about the ROTC program, more happening here at Trenton Central, and also want to ask you about cold, flu, COVID season coming back around again, the types of things that Trenton is thinking about. I saw that Philly schools potentially asking students to mask up again after the holidays or when they come back in the new year for a certain period of time. Wondering if that's something that is on the table for Trenton as well. We'll return in just a little bit. Trenton Today, here from Trenton Central High School.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
This is Angelo Weiner, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Trenton Today with Mayor Reed Gusciora on WBCB, brought to you by Capital Health System. Thanks also to the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office and Haldeman Ford Subaru, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow. And we are here at Trenton Central High School with a couple of senior students and the mayor of Trenton, New Jersey, the capital city of the Garden State. So are we going to be wearing masks when we get back to school in the new year, Mayor Gusciora? And who determines that? That's like a school board call?
Well, it could be. A lot of it is local decision, but overall, mask mandates were enacted by the state Department of Health, and then it became optional. We hope that it stays optional, but people should be aware that there's that respiratory virus coming around, new strands of COVID are coming around, common flu, and the fact that everybody's indoors again for the winter. It's one thing when you have your windows open and kids are playing outside. When everybody's cooped up together is a breeding ground for a lot of the viruses that are coming around.
The common flu, but a lot of people don't necessarily have a lot of common sense, and just things like staying home when you're sick. If you don't feel well, you put a mask on and protect others that are around you, and get your vaccines. You mentioned the health clinic that has been, with all these different variants, there's new vaccines that are available, and those health clinics are still offering those to Trenton residents.
Absolutely. We continue to give boosters out.
Right. We
can give your original main vaccine out, and they're free, and we also do free COVID testing. The health clinic is on North Olden Avenue at New York Avenue. So come check us out. We were even giving monkeypox vaccines out, and so. Is
that still a thing? And
it was. There were Trenton. Mercer County had 15 cases, so it does come. It comes with if somebody is in a different area of the country and then flies in, and so. But it wasn't as prevalent as COVID.
Well, we got to continue to protect each other and protect ourselves and stay safe during cold and flu season. Mayor, you were telling me before the show that you guys were able to replace the St. Michael's statue.
Yes.
Tell me about that process, and there were also some other upgrades in that area to help protect that piece of property and make sure no further damage, no more issues.
Yeah, we have an Angel Square that's situated between St. Mary's Cathedral, St. Michael's Church, and Friendship Baptist Church. We had a longstanding statue there of St. Michael. Unfortunately, some scrappers took the statue down. It's a bronze statue, and police did an all-points bulletin out for St. Michael. And because of the news that was generated, the scrapyard in Philadelphia actually called Trenton police. We went and picked him up. His arm was
Some
severed,
damage, right?
damaged, and was missing his feet because they were still on the pedestal. The interesting thing was that Johnson and Tillier in Hamilton was the original foundry that made the statue. They still had the files, and they restored it for the city of Trenton. So we're really grateful for Johnson and Tillier, and they reinstalled it, and we brought tree lighting on the square, and put lights on the statue itself. So it's really spectacular at night. So please come by and check it out.
Especially during this holiday season.
During the holiday
And Trenton, you guys have, broken out the tree lighting, done all those holiday things. What's your favorite holiday tradition this time of year, Mayor Gusciora?
Well, it's always just is the social gatherings that take place, and we had Christmas carols. The high school orchestra performed at City Hall, and Friendship Baptist Church Choir sang at St. Michael's rededication. We also had a Christmas parade. The city had a float actually in the parade, and we lit up all the trees, not with the match, but with lights down South Warren Street. So it looks spectacular during the wintertime. So it's just a lovely time to visit the capital city.
I mean, I do think I recall a Facebook video actually that was out there of somebody trying to light the Trenton Christmas tree on fire. And
well, that was a little exaggerated. It was actually a backpack.
Right.
And the person had to return some items, so decided to return them with a bang, so to speak, and said you can find your backpack on Trenton steps, the City Hall steps, just happened to be next to the Christmas tree. But the Christmas tree was not endangered, was not harmed, and a little smoke from the backpack.
Gotcha.
But the fire department, Trenton's finest, came and successfully extinguished the fire from the backpack.
How about you guys? What are some of your favorite holiday things this time of year? I remember when I was in high school, one of my favorite things was getting to break. Getting some days off.
I don't blame you. Well, my favorite part is the food.
Yeah.
The food. Once I smell food, I'm right there at the table to be the first one. But I also like the gathering because, it's one time every single year. You bring family and friends to come over, enjoy it, have fun. Get your little cup of coffee, chocolate, enjoy it, watch movies. But
what's your favorite Christmas movie?
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
Okay. Yeah, The Grinch. I love how at the end it brings happiness to him. But yeah, like you said, I would like to pay a visit on South Warren Street. You said the Christmas trees lights up.
Yeah, come
I'd
at
pay a
night.
visit.
How about you, James?
So it was favorite holiday traditions. Man, I think one of my favorite traditions for the holiday is just getting to see my family, especially people that I don't see often throughout the year.
You like your family?
I mean, I won't go that far, but seeing them it always brings some joy to my heart.
I don't always like them, but I love them.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the ones you see like maybe twice a year, whenever they come around.
Right.
But whenever I do get to see, the people far, far away, I always enjoy just spending that time. The little bit of time we do spend together is either really good, or they're just family, But
we make it good.
yeah, exactly.
How's the cooking, though?
The cooking. So my mom, she makes like the greatest mac and cheese ever. Like for Thanksgiving, for example, I worked on Thanksgiving, but when I got home at like 10 o'clock at night, the first thing I went for was the mac and cheese. Like, she even, funny enough, she knew that was what I was gonna do, so she had an entire bowl pre-prepared for me. So in the refrigerator, all I had to do was go in the refrigerator. I saw the bowl of mac and cheese. My name was all over it. I already knew what I had to do. But same coming up for Christmas. The mac and cheese is definitely what I'm looking forward to. There food on the side, sure, but the main course, it's got to be the mac and cheese. For
Yeah,
sure.
a little bacon on Christmas morning.
Right.
That breakfast is usually pretty dang good. So, looking forward to all of those holiday traditions, and we wish you and yours the best this holiday season. And Mayor Gusciora, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Chalaka, a lot of different holidays that are celebrated now, and it's important to recognize that not everybody celebrates Christmas, but we all can, feel the generosity of spirit and that milk of human kindness towards one another, and that's what's really important this time of year, I think.
Yeah, we light a menorah in front of City Hall, and we'll have a rabbi come and bless the menorah. We're also going to have some performers, so that's always a added celebration at City Hall. And then right after Christmas, we will be celebrating Kwanzaa as well. So we have a Kwanzaa candle, and we try to be inclusive and just celebrate the various celebrations that come during this season.
What about in 2023, a wish list? I mean, you talked about the agenda that you guys have, or the things that you are hoping to accomplish in this new year. What would you say are some of the top things that you hope City Council can work with you on, and you can kind of make happen in this next year?
Well, number one is to jumpstart Roebling Block 2. There were 3 Roebling blocks of manufacturing buildings that manufactured largely the steel cable wires that were used in the Brooklyn Bridge, and the Golden Gate Bridge, and then other machinery that supplied the troops in World War II. Those factories all became abandoned, and the state gave the county 2 of the blocks, Roebling 1 and Roebling 3, and they're underway of getting completely rehabbed. It's Roebling Block 2 that just still sat there. It's owned by the city, and initially we tried to get council interested in getting a developer to come for mixed use, some commercial activity, apartments, residential. So 5 developers expressed interest in developing the block. Unfortunately, those proposals went stale. So we're going to issue a new RFP, request for proposals, and we're going to hope to get more developers that are interested and actually serious about council selecting one of the developers to develop Roebling Block 2.
And
It'll bring jobs and help spark the economy, and also bring tax revenue, because those properties do not pay any property taxes.
Right now, is Roebling 2 like warehouses, or is it just empty buildings?
There's 7 empty warehouses. One is an abandoned theater, so it would be great to get that renovated. But 3 are football field size.
Is Amazon listening? Does they always need a?
We actually put the pitch to Amazon, and they released a list of their top 20 cities. So we like to say we're the 21st city.
Just outside that.
Consider.
Well, come on, Jeff Bezos. Let's move Trenton up there.
You could make a great pitch for Trenton of why somebody like Amazon should move in. Between New York, Philadelphia, there's 4 train lines that leave the capital city. We have government right there. We have 5 universities within 10 miles. So it's an ideal place. We have a great workforce. We have a great ROTC. And we
a great school. Great high school here.
So developers, if you're out there, come on and come meet with us, because we'd like to get you involved in revitalization of the capital city.
I mean, not just developers, but people wanting to move into the city of Trenton. There are a lot of advantages here. We'll talk about that when we return in just a little bit. Trenton Today continues on WBCB. We're here at Trenton Central High School, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
This is Angelo Onifrey, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Trenton Today with Mayor Reed Gusciora here from Trenton Central High School, brought to you by Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford Subaru, and the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Thanks to Angelo Onifrey, your Mercer County prosecutor. Here with Mayor Gusciora and a couple of Trenton Central seniors. We've got Ulysses with us and James. And James, we were talking about JROTC, and before the show, you told us about some service stuff that you guys had done. And tell me how that all came about and how you guys have helped in the community to serve others.
Got you. So usually in JRTC, what we do strive to do is, like, our motto for JRTC is to make people become better citizens. You know, we want to get people in the school, the students, and we want them to grow to be better citizens, especially when they leave school. That would be like our goal for when people come into the JRTC program and then leave. So what our, SAIs or AIs, what they want to do is every year they strive for this. Sure, we can't get it done every single year, but we have this thing called the Service Learning Project, where we get a lot of the senior cadets or a lot of like the senior juniors, and we try to involve everybody. And they say, okay, this is a Service Learning Project. We want to accomplish something in Trenton. We want to get something done, help out the community. And it's up to us as the cadets to try and figure something out to actually have that come about. And this year, what we decided to do was, their initial plan was to feed and clothe the homeless and veterans and things along those lines. And we were asking for donations from Trenton Central High School, Daylight, Twilight, and 9th Grade Academy. And we were generally just asking for donations of like canned goods or clothes, whatever we could find. And we've even like invested some of our, funds into it. And this Saturday we were planning on going out and setting up on 117 Ewing Street. And we're planning on setting up, making sandwiches tomorrow on Friday, getting a cooler to put them in, and being able to just hand them out to people as we go. And that's something that we've been trying to invest in, and we've put in like about a month or so of planning, a month or two of planning. So we're hoping to get that out and be able to help the community. And on top of that, we do get rewarded for it. We'll be getting, additional ribbons for it over here for service learning, which is also a bit of a motivator as well. Being able to.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the ribbons that you're sporting?
So yeah, some of the ribbons over here, they're for doing various things throughout JRTC. Like these two down here, I'm supposed to have more, but these two down here, they're for going to summer camp, which was last June. And basically, one is for aquatics, and the other one is for like it was for medicine and learning CPR and getting more versed in that field.
Gotcha.
Because in the military, everybody has like a basic health, and they know, like, you know, resuscitation, like the basics. And as you go up and you do more things in JRTC, you gain more of these. You can get more, you know, stuff like this on your uniform. And one thing that our program in Trenton has over other JRTC programs is this here. This is for color guard. You know, like I said earlier, when we got there with the rifles and the American flag. So other schools, I'm not sure what their standard is, but usually when we tell them that for you to have this, you're required to do at least 15 color guards per like one cadet. So you have to do at least 15 color guards in order to earn this and a ribbon. And a lot of schools and AIs from other schools, when they hear that, they're like, wow, Trenton, your recommendations and requirements are pretty crazy. And like I said before, I don't know for the other schools, but for us, we try to have our cadets at the highest of standards. You know, we try to push them to be the best they can be. That's what we're trying to enforce in the people that do join and want to be better.
Well, in addition to that personal growth, you guys giving back to the community. Mayor Gusciora, what are some organizations or if people out there are looking for a helping hand this time of year, that the city of Trenton is able to extend that helping hand?
Well, the rescue mission that serves the homeless. We have Home Front that helps people who may have gotten evicted and don't have anywhere to turn. We also have the Salvation Army that runs a food pantry. We have an animal shelter that accepts volunteers to help with the homeless animals and try to get them adopted.
Is there any kind of central hub that people can find out about those different services, or through the Trenton's website?
That's actually a good idea, to get some kind of clearinghouse. There's probably 100 nonprofits, including Passage Theater, that
Right.
helps new budding artists, that Artworks that teaches art skills outside of the school setting. There's plenty of fraternities and sororities that help just do some public good as well.
I guess that now that you talk about how many organizations there are, that would be a challenge to have that kind of central hub. But
it's hard to pick favorites. Isles does great work out there, a lot of environmental work for us. So they come in and they assist the capital city. We would probably never be able to do it on our own, a lot of these service organizations. But we do help them. There is funding available with the Community Development Block Grant that we get from the federal government. We do help other organizations thrive.
Well, I hope that those who are in need are able to find those services. They're available. There are people willing to help at this time of year and throughout the year. And getting ready to embark on a new year, 2023, right around the corner. Want to ask these guys their New Year's resolutions, and maybe a New Year's resolution for the city of Trenton from Mayor Gusciora when we return in just a little bit with more of Trenton Today on WBCB.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
This is Angelo Weiner, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Welcome back to Trenton Today. We're here at Trenton Central High School with Mayor Reed Gusciora and our New Year's resolutions. All right, I feel like I just want to try to take better care of my health. I mean, that's a pretty general New Year's resolution. What are you guys thinking?
Well, for my New Year's resolution,
Yeah.
I want to, first things first, graduate.
Okay.
Graduate is the first thing always on my mind. Second thing is, start applying or start working with mechanics so I could start getting more experience, trying to see how it all actually really works, get down to it. Just try to have a good New Year. Not try to, like you said, try to be healthy and wealthy at the same time.
Right.
That's my New Year's resolution, most important.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my health my wealth.
Right.
In this new year. How about you, James?
For me, I think a New Year resolution is by the end of 2023. As you say, I'm kind of a big guy. I do kind of want to bulk up a little bit more, get even stronger. I'm trying to increase, physically. I do want to get that out of the way. I want that maybe once I do accomplish that, I'll look into something more military-based after high school. But graduating, that is something that I am looking forward to doing, getting out of high school, getting to experience the world, I think that'll be a really fun experience in itself,
Ulysses, to get back to the city of Trenton, what would you hope to see in 2023 as changes in Trenton, New Jersey?
In Trenton, New Jersey,
Like a resolution for the city, if
I'd say expect it to get better. The city is actually hurt. In general, the whole city's hurt. But, all coming along, we all work together. I hope to see the city fixing itself and getting better at that, which is most important for me.
Ulysses, you've joined us, I think, a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago on the show, and just talked a little bit about public safety as one of the issues that is a concern for Trenton. And Mayor Gusciora, I'm sure that's one of the things that everybody would like to see improve in the city of Trenton, and easier said than done, but that's a resolution that we can all hold.
Yes, and public safety plays all across America, and we have our challenges. We have challenges with gun issues and guns coming in from out of state, and it's unfortunate, and we just have to really change the hearts and minds of some of the younger generations that aren't focused in a career, aren't focused in what they want to do afterwards. Some of your peers say they're not going to live past 25, so what the hell, they might as well live it up. But I think it is important, and we have every student in this room. Really, I'm always impressed how focused they are on themselves and bettering their community, their family, and looking for a career that will set them up for their future.
I mean, we should credit Mr. Caniglio and Mr. Francis for the program here. And
great teachers, teachers of the year that really try to help influence the minds in Trenton students.
And they also help us out big time with the production here of the Trenton Today show, so we appreciate that. How about any personal resolutions for 2023, or what you're looking to see change for the better in
I
Trenton?
think keeping a harmonious relationship between the mayor and council is really important. For the last 4 years, I think we've all made mistakes, and I don't know how things could have played out differently, especially when two of the council people from day one wanted to run for mayor. We seemed to be at loggerheads, and then other council people joined in the disharmony and dysfunction. So I think it's really important that we put politics aside, we work for the people for 4 years, see how we can make Trenton better, and I think it will be better for all of us in the end.
So, are you limited to 2 terms? Or, looking farther into the future, are there term limits for mayor? And
There are not, but I'm focused just strictly on the second term, and who knows? We'll see what the future lies.
my Trenton history is failing me, but there haven't been a lot of recent 2-term Trenton mayors.
The last 2 were one term.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that must be kind of a point of pride that the voters gave you the nod once again.
Yeah, and I think the voters themselves wanted to reject the negativity that was out there, and they want us all working together, and they want to see improvements. And we want an economic environment so that James and Ulysses want to come back to Trenton rather than leave and never come back.
Mayor Gusciora, can you give us your take on the national election results and how things have broken down as far as the makeup of Congress, the Senate, and people were expecting a red wave that didn't exactly happen, and it seems like control of the Senate is going to stay with the Democrats. How do you read into what voters were thinking, or?
Well, I think while the country is still divided, I think voters rejected Trumpism. I think they want to put the past behind them.
It's similar to what you're saying, that rejecting that negative kind of vibe, whether it's in the city of Trenton or across the country.
And I think that when there's a lot of bluster and all fury, people recognize that nothing really gets done, and that we have to dig in and they have to work together. There's too many in Congress and on the national level and even on the state level that just want to fight and not really move the ball forward.
So Ulysses, what's the key for you to accomplish this goal in 2023 and get graduated? You seem like a pretty good student. Like I'm surprised that was one of your resolutions.
Yeah, well, my parents always pushed me to become the greatest, be the greatest. So I want to, they did a lot for me. So the best gift to give them back is my graduation certificate, which they actually always wanted it for me because they never got it from my other siblings. But I want to be the first one, and try to have that good mindset because at the end of the day, it's my future. So they want the best for me. Because like they said, they already did their future, they already lived it. So now they just want me to live my future and be the greatest. And I thank them for that.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being with us today on Trenton Today at WBCB. Appreciate it. Have a great holiday season and enjoy all the things that this time of year has to offer. Before we go, Mayor Gusciora, any other items of business that you wanted to get into that we didn't quite get into? I guess the reorganization of council is going to happen on January the 1st, and you were saying there's some issue though that if they choose a council president, then as new council members come on, they would feel kind of disenfranchised.
Yes. Yeah, so we're going to have to work that out, and that will be one of the issues that will ensure a harmonious council when they're all working together, and I think that voters got it right on election day, but judge ordered a new election on January 24th, And if it plays out like the last one, I think we're going to have a great council.
You know, kind of a shame that the voter turnout was so low for the recall elections. I saw information was available on the website and stuff, but James, being part of the ROTC program and stuff, there's a certain amount of pride in your community, in your country, and for us to be able to vote, that's kind of one of the fundamental parts that is special about this country. And I would just like to see more people participate in that way. I don't know how to encourage it, or what, but why not? You know?
Yeah, getting out there, voting. So something that I've always been told, like by my parents, they were always like, they enjoy having the ability to go out there and vote, and they feel as though people that don't vote, but find a way to try and complain about who's in charge when they had the opportunity to put their input in, they always felt as though that's unfair. And I kind of share that similar viewpoint, because if you have the ability to make a change, even if it's small, if you have an ability or even the opportunity to try and change something that you feel might be kind of problematic, I mean, go for it, Even if they don't win, you can't say you didn't try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's an issue and you can't say you didn't try,
I was excited to be able to get into the voting booth and to cast my vote. You must be getting close to being able to vote. Are you 18 yet?
No, not yet. In January I will be 18.
All right.
So I'll be gladly to vote.
You guys are getting close to that age and being able to register and be a part of the
What
process.
day in January?
The 20th.
20th. Okay, so
All right.
the election's on the 24th, so
I'll be
you
good.
should look in to see what you could register and then vote 4 days later.
Right.
Perfect. All right, well, guys, thank you so much. And to everybody who's with us, we want to wish you the best holiday season. And thanks to all the crew here helping to make it possible. Ulysses Villanueva, James Dickerson, who joined us here on Trenton Today, Ashley Medina, who's helping us out behind the scenes, Brianne O'Neill, our video engineer, Mr. Coniglio, and Mr. Francis, and, of course, to the Honorable Mayor, Mr. Gusciora. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you in January now. We'll get back to it. We got mixed up in November with Thanksgiving, but each month we join you on WBCB talking about all things Trenton, New Jersey, and we'll do it again next month here on WBCB.